Good afternoon, children. So we shall move on to the next topic, that is another important life process which is called transportation. So, a system which is also called as a circulatory system. So, what is circulatory system? What is the importance of a circulatory system that we shall see in this chapter? So, transportation is very important. Without transportation, the organism cannot survive. It is very important life process. How and why? So, in the transport system, what happens? The heart. So, it includes mainly three components: heart, blood, and blood vessels. So, heart is important organ. It is made up of cardiac muscles, and it is the size of the fist of a person. So, and it is located in thoracic cavity in between two lungs, just towards the left lung. In between two lungs, just towards the left lung. And it is a vital organ. It is very important, without which we cannot survive. And so this heart is mainly covered. It needs protection. It requires protection. So how heart is protected? It is covered and protected by a double-layered membrane called pericardial membrane. Pericardial membrane, and in between two membranes, pericardial fluid is present. Pericardial fluid is present. In addition to this, there are skeletal structures. Skeletal structures are there: rib cage and vertebral column. So they form a cage in which the heart and lungs are protected. So that is why they are not directly exposed to anything. That means it is protected protected from various accidents and all these things. So these are the organs by which the heart is protected. That is, so heart is mainly made up of cardiac muscles. You know, voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles, and cardiac muscles. Heart is made up of cardiac muscles. And another component in the circulatory system is blood. So blood is called fluid connective tissue. It is called fluid connective tissue. Fluid flows. It flows from one place to another place. And the fluid part of the blood is called plasma. Fluid part of the blood is plasma mainly contains water. So more than 80% of water is present. It is alkaline in its nature. In the blood, there are blood cells are present. RBC, red blood cells are red blood corpuscles. White blood cells are white blood corpuscles. Blood platelets are thrombocytes. Blood platelets, they are also called as thrombocytes. And RBC contains hemoglobin. So due to the presence of hemoglobin, the blood is red in color. So this hemoglobin mainly plays important role in the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So through the blood, the hemoglobin goes to all the cells and supplies oxygen to all the cells, and it collects carbon dioxide from all the cells. That is the important function of RBC. And WBC they are defense in their function. That means they fight with the foreign organisms that enter into the body, that cause diseases, that cause lot of disturbance in the normal metabolism of the body. They fight with the foreign organisms, and they protect the body, they save the body, they defend the body. So WBC, they are also called as leukocytes. RBC are called erythrocytes. RBC, red blood cells, are erythrocytes. WBC are leukocytes. And blood platelets are also called as thrombocytes. So these thrombocytes mainly play important role in the clotting of the blood when an injury occurs. So in the blood, in addition to this, there are so many organic and inorganic substances are present in the blood. So out of all these things I can mention one important substance, organic substance, which is called as heparin. Heparin is an organic substance present in the plasma of the blood which prevents clotting of blood during circulation. It prevents clotting of blood during circulation. And there is another substance which is another one, fibrinogen. Fibrinogen and prothrombin. Fibrinogen and prothrombin. So these substances, they help in clotting of the blood when an injury occurs. When an injury occurs, if the blood does not clot, the person may lose large amounts of blood from his body, and that may lead to the death of the person. So in this way, fibrinogen and prothrombin are the organic substances which help in clotting of the blood when an injury occurs. Heparin is the substance which prevents clotting of blood during circulation of the blood. During circulation, the blood should not be clotted. So it prevents clotting of blood, and fibrinogen and prothrombin are the substances which help in clotting of the blood when an injury occurs. So these are the things, important parts in the blood. And blood vessels. So blood vessels are there that means they are tube-like structures. They are present throughout the body. So there are two types of blood vessels, arteries and veins. So arteries are the blood vessels which carry blood from heart to various body parts. Veins carry blood from various body parts to the heart. So arteries carry blood away from the heart. Veins carry blood from body parts to the heart. All the arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated. Only pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood. And in the same way, all the veins carry deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein is the only blood vessel which carries oxygenated blood. So this is the important components of the blood and important components. So introductory part of transport system. So transportation, blood plays main role in transporting, and blood flows in blood vessels, arteries and veins. So in this way, the blood is supplied to all body parts. Oxygenated blood is supplied to all body parts. In addition to oxygen, nutrients are also supplied from the heart to various body parts through arteries. And in the same way, veins collect carbon dioxide and also waste materials from various body parts and take them back. Okay, so this is the important. These are all the important part of circulatory system. And heart is a pumping organ, muscular organ, and we shall see the internal structure of human heart in the next class. So I think you have understood the components of the circulatory system: heart, blood vessels, and what are the structures that protect the heart means pericardial membrane, pericardial fluid, ribcage, and vertebral column. And heart is made up of cardiac muscles, and it is present in the thoracic cavity. And blood is fluid tissue, fluid connective tissue. Fluid part of the blood is called plasma. In addition to plasma contains RBC, WBC, and platelets. And in the blood, heparin, organic substances are present. So many organic and inorganic substances are present. Heparin is one such organic substance which prevents clotting of blood during the circulation. And fibrinogen and prothrombin are the organic substances which help in clotting of the blood when an injury occurs. So that is. And the third part of circulatory system is blood vessels. So blood vessels are arteries and veins. Arteries carry blood from heart to various body parts, and veins collect blood from various body parts and take them to heart. And all the arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. All the veins carry deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. And then in the next class we shall see the internal structure of human heart. So is this clear, Amma? That means you are coming across so many names and you have to get acquainted with these names. Okay, thank you.